While the first Ranger was an interesting boat, could sail well, it was not competitive with the fleet that was being developed here, particularly some of the larger boats. And I started talking to Kyler and some of the people at Morris about a more competitive version of the 42. And we saw some of the work on the polar diagrams that had been done by Sparkman Stephens. They looked very, very impressive. And we decided to go ahead and build the first 42 MX. I loved everything about it, including the way that the spars were done, just the clear coat on the carbon, and it looked like it was going to be just fabulous. I was very, very nervous before the first race, which was a pursuit race. We'd only sailed the boat twice before, and the evening before, I was just sort of thinking to myself, well, we've never sailed boat to boat with the new Ranger. We just don't know how it's going to perform. We got out to the starting line. I was a bit nervous, and then we started upwind, and it was just exhilarating. This boat was so fast downwind. It just exceeded every expectation we had, and we had some really experienced sailors on board, and they were just so impressed with the way the boat was sailing. One of the things that worked so well was working with the Morris team on a lot of the small details that make a big difference in the racing. I think it was Brent Weathers that came up with the idea of putting in a hydraulic system so that we could control just from one hydraulic pump in one spot, head stay tension, vang, and backstay. And that has proved just to be invaluable in the racing that we've done. We also did a few other things, like placing the turning blocks for the large gennaker much further aft. So we're able to work with north sails on that and build a much, much bigger gennaker. We talked about the sprit and how we could maximize the use of the sprit by running the tack line through the interior of the sprit around the shear of the boat and have it come out at a winch at the end. So very, very easy for someone to control the tack line, ease it out and bring it back in depending upon the point of sail that we're on with the spinnaker. The other thing is this is also a dual purpose boat. We race it, but I do go out with my family, sometimes even just myself and my daughter or one of my granddaughters, and the two of us can easily handle this boat. I mean, that's one of the great things about the setup on this MX. We can race it and be highly competitive, really, really fast, or we can go out and just have a leisurely 2 or 3 hour sail with the family.